What's up, sports bettors? I got 6 more player props for today, and my entry is going to be on parlay play. So I've explained this before, but in these videos, I don't try to do one FanDuel bet a day, one DraftKings bet a day, right? I'm just showing you what I'm putting my own money on, where I'm finding value. And parlay play is a platform I actually first got just a few months ago, and already on this platform, I'm up $2,410 for, a pretty good ROI. But long story short, let's go ahead. Let's kind of get into my picks for today. So my first play is right here. It's from what I call the sportsbook screen. So you just go to screen, sportsbook screen. And basically, there's nothing really complicated about this tool. It just shows you where sportsbooks are setting the lines, right? So as a sharp bettor, we want to find value in the market. And what you're going to see is for Marcus Smart, parlay play has his line at 17. Right? They have his line at 17 points plus rebounds. You can look at any market you want. I'm looking at points plus rebounds, and Marcus Smart is at 17. Look at Prize Picks. Look at Underdog Fantasy, 2 other fantasy sites. They work very similar to parlay play. They have his line lower at 16.5. All of the sports books also have Smart's line at 16.5. So parlay play, they're too high at 17. Right? This is what's so crazy, so powerful about sports betting is all these books, they all try to set lines independently, and you're going to see we have dozens of data points. All these books posting odds are data points on where the line should be set. They all have Smart's line at 16.5 points plus rebounds, except for parlay play. They're screwing up. So we found value. We found an edge. This is exactly how I've made all my money, all $2,410 on parlay play, right? So Tobias Harris, there's no value. All the books, parlay play, underdog, Prize Picks, no discrepancies. They all have the line at 19.5, no value in the market. Whereas here, Smart's at 17, all the other data points are at 16.5. A way you can kind of think about this is imagine, you look up the price of Bitcoin. You look on Binance, you look on Coinbase, and Bitcoin, let's say, is $25,000. If your friend tells you, hey, you want to buy Bitcoin from me for $20,000, you'd be like, obviously, right? It's trading on all these other platforms at 25,000. It's kind of the same thing here, right? We have dozens of data points, and all these line movements are highlighted in red and green, but we have dozens of data points saying, hey, Smart's line should be at 16.5 points plus rebounds. Parlay plays at 17, so we want to take the under. So that's the first player prop that I ended up going with. I find a lot of my picks on this sportsbook screen. But anyways, let's go ahead. Let's get into my next play. So I've explained this before, but this platform's really interesting, parlay play. It's very similar to Prize Picks. And the reason it's so interesting is you're going to notice, right? You take overs, unders, because I want these videos to be educational. I want to explain how these platforms work. You take overs, unders, your payout doesn't change, right? You're always getting the same payout on parlay play. So basically, how parlay play works is if you have no advantage, so assume you have no edge, right? No advantage. If you have no edge, no advantage, you're going to get 50% of your over-unders correctly. You're going to go 50 and 50. You're going to win 50%, lose 50%. But on parlay play, if you're, didn't mean to do that. Let's hit the back button. But on parlay play, if you're winning 50% of your player props, your ROI is going to be negative 26%. They really did Derek White dirty with this photo. It looks horrible. But regardless, if you're, so if you have no advantage, sorry, this photo of Derek White is scaring me a bit. But if you can hit these over-unders correctly, just 50% of the time, you win 50%, you lose 50%, no advantage, that's having no advantage, you're going to lose 26% of your money on parlay play. Right? You're going to lose 26% of your money. So long story short, on parlay play, you have to get an edge, right? You have to win 53.22%. If you go through the math, what you'll see is you have to win over 53.22% of your player props on parlay play of your over-unders to be profitable. So if you can win over-unders just like Derek White, over-under 11.5 points, if you can win these over-unders correctly, over 53.22% of the time, you're going to be profitable. So basically, there's different tools that you can use on OddsJam to find player props that are winning over 53.22% of the time. And the first one is the positive expected value tool, the OddsJam Positive EV tool, right? So there's some tutorial videos on it that you can watch with this little help button. But long story short, this tool shows you profitable bets on sports books. So you can actually see, speaking of Derek White, his under 17.5 points plus rebounds plus assists is a profitable bet on Fliff. So the profitable bet, you just select the sports books you use. That's basically the only filter I have. I set max odds, typically at like 190, 150, whatever. Doesn't make that big of a difference. And then I just select the sports books I use. So I'm currently in California. Fliff is a legal sports book in California. And this is a great bet, right? Derek White under 17.5 PRAs. All the other sports books have this, around minus 140. So we found value in the market. Again, think about that Bitcoin example. Imagine, you check the price of Bitcoin everywhere. It's $25,000. Your friend's letting you buy it for $20,000. That's a no-brainer, right? You're just using market data. Just like an investor, as a sharp bettor, we're always looking for an edge. We're always looking for value in the market. So here it's very similar, right? We have Pinnacle, the sharpest bookmaker in the world, and BetOnline basically pricing Derek White's under at 160. We can get minus 120 on Fliff. Caesars also close to minus 160. FanDuel minus 142. So all these data points are telling us, Derek White under 17.5 PRAs is the profitable bet. So long story short, sometimes I find more value on Fliff. Sometimes it's more on parlay play. So you can see AD over 13.5 rebounds. Hopefully he's okay. I mean, I want the Lakers to win, obviously, so hopefully he's okay. So we got AD over 13.5 rebounds, and then Matty Beniers over 1.5 shots on goal. So just grabbing plays from the EV tool. And basically the general premise is, right, on parlay play, you got to win 53.22% of your picks to be profitable. You got to be able to get these over-unders correctly 53.22% of the time. That's how you're profitable on parlay play, how you make money on this platform. So long story short, what this positive EV tool shows you is just where sportsbooks have an over or an under really heavily favored, right? So all we got to do is win our over-unders correctly 53.22% of the time to be profitable on parlay play. So this tool just shows you, hey, here are the spots, and you can see there's a play on Prize Picks, but I found more value on parlay play. Again, for the limited months I've been using parlay play, pretty crazy results, already at 2.5K profit. But you're going to see all the sportsbooks have Anthony Davis's over as the favorite outcome, right? The bet in bold and in green. So all the sportsbooks are telling you, AD is a lot more likely to go over as opposed to under. In parlay play, they don't change your payout based on you selecting over versus under. They're not changing your payout, which you can see right here. Your payout stays the same. So this is exactly what we want, right? We want to find spots where sportsbooks have an over heavily favored. You're going to see they have ADs over 13.5 rebounds. All the books have it heavily favored around minus 140 odds. So the final tool I use is right here. It's called the Fantasy Optimizer, Screen Fantasy Optimizer. So positive EV tool we just looked at, but now we're going to look at the Fantasy Optimizer. So again, sometimes there's more value on Prize Picks. If we pull up Prize Picks, you can see there's a couple profitable bets on Prize Picks. Sometimes there's more value on Prize Picks. Sometimes there's more value on FanDuel, right? It really depends. Sometimes there's more value on Parlay Play. So what I ended up going with on Parlay Play, and all this tool shows you, right, is player props winning over 53.22% of the time. So all the picks winning, 53.25, LeBron over 5.5 assists is still profitable, but it's pretty marginal, right? You'd prefer to see all your picks at 55.46%, like this play right here. Bam, over half of a steal. All the books have his over really heavily favored, right? So this is a better player prop to go with than LeBron James, but we want to have 6 picks on parlay play. So you just take all these picks winning over 53.22% of the time, all the ones in green, you just include in your entry. And again, there's no BS here. Everything's just based in sportsbook odds. All of these sportsbooks have ADs over 13.5 rebounds heavily favored, so we know the over is the favored outcome. This tool just quantifies this is the win probability for your bet. So for AD, it's 53.48%. So what I ended up going with is Beniers over 1.5 shots on goal. We saw this play on the EV tool, AD over 13.5 rebounds. LeBron over 5.5 assists, Bam over half of a steal. So I just followed the data. I never bet with my gut because I like making money. So I took Tommy Henry under 4.5 strikeouts and then Marcus Smart under 17 points plus rebounds. 6 picks to make $1,500. Hopefully this video was helpful. Let's make money.